day, every single day, when you are running these 700 businesses and doing all of these new projects, and not only that, but acting on your ideas in real time. Like, you are one of the only people I've ever met that will get an idea and execute immediately. It is amazing to me how much you get accomplished from idea to fruition, and it inspires me so much. I tell you that all the time. Like, I am at a point in my life where when I try to get lazy, I say, what would Kim do?
Oh my God.
Because, honey, Kim don't, and it's not that she doesn't rest. It's not that she doesn't rest because she travels.
Yeah, I like to travel.
A lot,
yes,
okay? Catch her on a beach somewhere, okay? So she definitely earns her breaks in her rest. What is your what? What is the thing that keeps you in the daytime when you wake up and the kids today need 6 different meals, or they want to go to these different practices, and you have all these responsibilities? Well, hello there, Flawless family. It is I, Tiara Walker, and this is the Flawless Living Made Simple podcast and vlog. Welcome and thank you for coming back in to join me for another amazing conversation with a person I care for, love, and admire. You know that this show, if you're tapping in for the second time or this is your first time, that this show is all about speaking to those that I admire near and far and getting to the bottom of what creates a winning mindset. So today, this beautiful lady sitting beside me is the amazing, this is the amazing Kimberly Powell. Say hello, Kimberly.
Hello, Flawless family.
Woo-woo.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, girl. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode. So before we get into anything, I want to make sure that people have a general idea of why I invited you on the show. Now, before we started talking, I went back through all of the things that you do, okay? And we're going to get into that in just a minute. However, the reason that it was so important for me to have you on the show is because of your personality, right? Kim and I had the honor of meeting last year. It's been a year. So we have actually been knowing each other for just a year. And I can honestly say that she has become one of my best and close friends. However, it is because like attracts like. This lady has become one of my girlfriends that is here locally that always makes me know and believe that I can just do one more thing, that I can just push it a little bit further. Now, see, she's laughing. And she laughs a lot. She is one of my friends that we can laugh with. But this lady is the epitome of what it means to be relentless. And Kim, that is the main reason why I wanted you here, because you are relentless. Okay? I tell people all the time, when me and Kim first met, okay, and first were acquainted with each other, we talked on the phone. It was like a Thursday, early afternoon. And we had a good conversation, and she said, yeah, I'm going to finish this book today. And I asked her, like, okay, well, how far along? She was like, oh, I'm like on the maybe second chapter. Or I just kind of started it, whatever. I talked to her the next day at noon, and the book was finished. The book, an entire book. Kim has become a person that lets me know that you can truly do anything your mind says. So, Kim, as a author, a playwright, a multi-hyphenate business entrepreneur, and then the thing about it is this lady has businesses in different areas that are almost like not even related whatsoever. You have a trucking company, right? You have a online call center with how many employees?
Right now, 30.
I did not know that. That's a lot. Get it, girl. Yes, that's dope. 30 employees for an online call center. Okay, I did not know that. And then she and her partner run an amazing, awesome youth-based nonprofit that is making serious impact throughout this Hampton Roads area called 757 We Care, and we're going to get into that, okay? She is also, like I mentioned, an author and a playwright, and they are currently in rehearsals for the second play in less than 12 months. Yep, in less than 12 months. Yep. So let's ask Kim some questions after I've done all of that talking. So Kim,
You make me sound so amazing.
girl, you are amazing. You are amazing, and I appreciate it, and I appreciate knowing you, and I tell you that all the time. Now tell me, just one thing that you would, if you just had a moment to impart something, because you are the head mentor of all mentors, okay? And you run this program, this nonprofit, and you have employees, and you are a mother of 4 kids, okay?
Yes.
4 kids, all that are early, almost teenagers. So I know your youngest is soon to be a preteen.
Yes.
And then everybody else is teen or grown, right? What is the thing that propels you to work as hard as you do?
Honestly, to prepare for their future. My work ethic comes from my mother.
Okay.
I watched her work, so she really didn't teach me. I watched her, and that's where it came from. But wanted to make sure that they understand the work ethic and what comes behind working hard first, but also just wanted them to live a better life, a flawless life, right?
Yes, absolutely. So now, however, my main question with that is like, so your mom raised you because we're both like out of the way new locals, or I've been here for about 20 some years, you've been here for a few years, but growing up where you originally grew up, tell everybody where you grew up.
So I grew up in Georgia, this small town called Waynesboro, Georgia. That's where I'm from.
Shout out Waynesboro.
Yes,
hey,
shout out Waynesboro. Burke County.
Yes.
With my mom, it was me, my brother, and younger sister.
Okay.
Yes. So, single parent household. Shout out to all the single parents out there that's hustling and bustling.
Yes.
But yeah, that's where I'm from. And like I said, I seen her work.
So how do you think that growing up in Waynesboro and watching your mom work informed your life now? Like, do you feel like, because I know that you didn't come from such a hard background, right? Because your mom worked so hard to ensure that you and your siblings were set and able to have a platform in which to leap, right?
Right.
And that is, we both believe, I'm sure, that is one of our primary goals as parents, is to provide our children a platform to leap from once they leave our presence, right? And so I know that you didn't come from so much of but how do you believe growing up in Waynesboro informed who you are today? Because like you said, Waynesboro is a small town. Now, that's not to say that Hampton Roads is a big town. Right. Because Hampton Roads is 7 cities, so 7 little towns all squished together to seem like a big town, right? We can admit that readily. But how did that inform now how you are?
I think just with my work ethic, I started working at the age of like 14. I worked summer jobs. I was the one that was doing hair in my mom's living room as well, because that was what we did.
Sounds like somebody else.
Yes.
Sounds like somebody else that we know.
Yes. So it was her work ethic, and then my own aspirations of the people that I was surrounded around. My friends, my teachers. I think. Well, I know that when I started, I never thought I would be where I am now. Let me say that.
Okay.
My goal was to become a professor. math professor.
Okay. That is so crazy because we just talked about how I am so not a favorite of math, and you was like, I love math.
I do.
Now to hear that your intention was to become a math professor, let's talk about that.
Yes, that was my intention. I was the older kid in the neighborhood teaching the kids math. Okay. So I always knew that I wanted to teach. Okay. Right? Okay. I told my mom to buy me a chalkboard, and I would go outside and have the chalkboard teaching the kids math, writing it down. I would even go as far as give them homework outside in the neighborhood, right?
That's how she is now. She's still the same. Yes. She gives her friends homework.
So I was that person. I love teaching. I love math. Throughout the years, I think I started to realize that it wasn't about teaching. It was about, for me, it was sharing knowledge, not just math. I was limiting myself, you know. I wanted to share knowledge. I wanted to teach others what I know. And I do that in every way now. Every way.
I know you do. And I think that is really, really dope. So all the way back to childhood, you was bossing people around. So you always knew that you was going to be an entrepreneur. Just tell us. Did you always know that because I know you said you wanted to be a professor. So something happened between your childhood vision of who you intended to be, and just like you said, teaching math, which my point of view is not that would be limited. At the same time, I guess what you're saying is that you embrace fully all the gifts that you were given and able to like inspire and encourage and move people forward to their goals, right?
Yes. Yeah, so, that
too. Okay, let's hear it.
Yeah, that, I think when I don't mean limit, you're right. I have so much else to offer outside of math, you know?
Even though that's dope.
Yes. Math is dope.
Right? Yes. To somebody. Kim, particularly Kim.
And to some viewers out there.
All right. If that's you, hit the like button.
Right.
If you like math, go ahead and put your favorite number in the comment section and hit the like button, okay?
Yes.
Because Kim will teach you whatever you need
Algebra.
to know. Yeah, correct. Okay. Well, that sounds good. I like that. So now, from math and loving math, you went on to school. What school did you attend?
Augusta State University. That's what it was called at the time. They've changed the name so many times.
Okay.
But it was Augusta State University.
Okay. And did you major in math?
I did.
Oh, wow. Did you? This is good. I love this. I'm getting to know my people right now. I
did.
Okay. So you majored in math. And then what did you go on to do after finishing school?
So I actually did not finish school.
Okay. Sounds like a lot of, if that's you, hit the like. Hit the like button.
I did not finish school.
If you went but you ain't finished, hit the like button.
I had my son, my oldest son, 19 years old. Right. And I went to work.
Okay.
I went to work.
And what was your first work?
My first job was actually a call center.
Okay.
Which is... So I've been in the call center industry for over 20 years.
Okay.
Yes. Either working in a call center and owning my own. So yes, that's where it started, transition. Okay,
that's really dope. It's so interesting that you say that because that's exactly what happened with me too. So my going into junior year, got pregnant with my oldest. First job out of college was a call center. And that was pretty good money for that age.
Yes.
Especially with commission. It was pretty good money. But it's interesting because we both had that same experience. Both our paths diverged.
Yes.
So from the call center, what was the next step? Did you go into a different industry? Because I know what brought you here, but I want you to share with the people, was that the next thing? Or did you do the call center? And bigger, more importantly, let me completely shape the question so I can make it make sense. Because you guys know, I'm prepared internally. So you figure that the thing is that, yes, internally, because I have it up here. So you figure that. So here's the thing. So you worked at the call center. when did your path begin to open up to be an entrepreneur? Was that along the way? Like, when did you actually, because what business of yours came first?
They actually, it's kind of funny. They came within months of each other.
Okay.
Actually.
Okay.
Trucking and then the call center came like within months of
That's
each other.
interesting. Okay.
Yes, because I worked in call center. Call center's not bad, you know.
It's not. You can make really good money.
Yes, you can. I changed jobs a couple of times, call centers, because as I got older, I became more, I need a career.
Right.
I need stability, you know. I had my daughter, you know. I was like, come on, like, what else can I do? You know,
yes.
I need something that's going to help me expand my career
and make more money.
And make more money, right?
Because it's good for one kid, but I feel like a call center with more than one child is going to be, even in today's times with some of the call centers that pay really, really well. I think that you can get away with one child in a call center because you can make really good money.
Yes.
But I think once you start adding on the next expensive little mouths to feed, it's like all about what success is to you. Right?
That's true.
So it's like if you want to maintain the same quality of life, you're likely going to have to add some more income to it.
Right.
Because that's the thing. I think that happens a lot of times as parents, especially single parents, whether you're divorced or you lost your loved one or however the reason that you became single in the circumstance. It's kind of like the first child is always kind of the easiest to provide for, right? And you can pretty much just have basic, nice job and live a pretty good quality of life. But once you start adding additional kids, your quality of life will go down if you don't step up your income to maintain or even increase the quality of you all's collective lives, right?
That's true. That's true.
Yep. Okay,
so that's what's starting to happen, you know? So I switched jobs. I switched to 2 jobs. And then the last corporate job that I worked at before I went full-blown entrepreneur.
Right.
I went in there and I worked really hard. I would say the 2 previous jobs prepared me for that role because I just did what I usually do. I'm a hard worker. I go in. I'm an overachiever. So they may give me a goal, but I'm going to set my goal like 2 times higher.
Right.
And so that's what I did. I went in there and I was just focused because I was focused on making more money. I got all these goals that I wanted, you know, in life, especially with my kids. And then they tapped me on the shoulder and was like, we want you to apply for this role.
Okay.
Leadership. Okay. That's how I started climbing the leadership ladder within that organization. And as I climbed the leadership channel, switched and moved up here for another role that was offered. Okay. And I was like, you know, I've been doing this for a couple of years. I'm tired of working. That's when that came into play. I'm tired of working for people. And I think it kind of pivoted. I want to back up a little bit right before I moved here. Okay. There was a life-changing event that kind of changed my way of thinking because even though I was working really hard, I didn't have a lot of savings. You know, I didn't have a lot of savings and I had my kids and I was like, you know, this life-changing moment happened. And I'm like, what would have happened if I wasn't here anymore? Right. My kids would have been just lost. Right. And I'm writing about what happened in one of my co-author books, Black Diamond Chronicles.
Yes. And please know that although we're having this conversation, just like every interview that you will see here on Flawless Living Made Simple, all of her contact information, all of her products, all of her books, even the play that's coming up here in November, ticketing information will be included in the description box below. So if you're interested in connecting with Kim, being a co-author on one of her books, because I do know that for Blended Bliss, which is another book that you're co-authoring, and that is about blended families, right? Which I'm going to let her tell more about it because it's in here. So I'm going to let her tell more about it. But I know that she is still seeking co-authors for that book. So you figure that all that information will be below. But as you are listening to her, don't forget to hit that like button. Okay?
Yes, subscribe.
Subscribe to us. Yes. So now, like you were saying, you had a life-changing situation, change your perspective. You said, I'm working all hard, but I'm not really saving.
Right.
Then you shifted up here.
Yep.
Now, be honest. Because I know you said that you got to a point where you was like, I'm sick of working for people. Tell us, what was the catalyst for that thought? Was it a person? Was it a situation? And I don't mean this situation that informed previous to make you start looking at things differently and saying, wait a minute, I have got to save differently. I've got to plan differently for the future, because that's what I'm hearing. Right?
Right.
So you said to yourself, I have to plan differently for the future. You took this even heavier leadership job in a corporate role. You was kicking butt, taking names. You know, everybody was scared to see you coming. And then all of a sudden one day you was like, you know what, I'm out of here. Tell us what informed that.
So, to be honest, I already had my businesses, the trucking and the call center.
Okay.
I don't even know if I had a call center.
Okay.
While working.
Okay.
So
I can't do nothing to you, sis. They can't do nothing to you, sis.
I was working. I was coming home. I was managing that stuff. Like, I was working, and it came to a point where I wanted to expand, and I knew that I could not expand because I was still working 8 hours a day
at somebody else's business.
At somebody else's company. And so I pray. Okay, I pray. I have been praying about it for months. Actually, I'm telling you. You know, you just have that feeling, and I had this feeling that something was going to happen because I had been praying about it too much, right? And not moving.
Okay.
I'm praying, but I'm not moving.
Which is not like you at all.
I know. I was stuck. And I was stuck because loyalty. I had so much loyalty for this company. Because they had been in this company for almost 7 years.
And they were kind to you.
They were very kind, very kind.
That's
so I was so loyal. But I knew it was time for me to go. But I was staying. I was so loyal. Until one day they tapped me on the shoulder. And your time is up.
What? What?
Yes.
Okay, no, I'm shocked. Okay, so wait, what?
That's
not what we expected, is it? That's not what we expected.
They tapped me on the shoulder.
And said your time is up?
Basically, like we're letting you go. We're letting you go.
Did they find out about the call center?
No. It was something else that happened that I overlooked because I, again, was managing 2 companies. So it was a mistake that I made, but it was so simple. It was so minute. That I had been there so long that they didn't have to let me go. It was just my time.
Ooh.
So sometimes stuff it was what I was praying for anyway. And he just pushed me on out.
He said, get out of here.
Yeah.
He said, get out of here.
Happened.
And that's exactly how it happens sometimes. And it's like, that is wild because you were paused, unmoving, and praying for a result.
Yep.
And you probably kept hearing in your spirit, I need to let this go. I need to let this go.
And I wasn't
It's wearing me down. It's wearing me down. Even despite your life-changing events previous.
Yes.
You still was like, I'm going to work these 19 hours a day with these children. I don't care. I don't even care. I'm just work 19 hours. I'm going to just sleep 2 hours. I'm going to just eat when I can. And God said, stop playing with yourself. And stop playing with me because I told you to move. And he got you fired. God will get you fired when he got something better for you. And obviously you was always meant to be a boss because you said you've been bossy since elementary. So we knew that it was coming. And God, that reminds me of that meme we see all the time where it says, God doesn't call the qualified. He qualifies the call.
Mm-hmm.
And you were qualified from early because you always, it seems, and in knowing you in this time, this year, I've known, is that you have always, it seems, been a person that will put others goals, that will put others things that would allow them to live a greater life, not so much before yours, but as a priority on par with yours. And that is the thing about you, is that, and we talk about this all the time because I try to get her to slow down. You know, I'm all about soft life naps, you know, those things. Work hard, take a little nap, work hard, get a little treat. You know, however, this lady, to get her to even get a little treat is kind of hard, you know, extremely. So to see that it took you being pushed out of that circumstance, were you devastated or were you relieved?
I think it was a little bit of both. Mind you, I've been working for myself in the industry, the employment world since I was 14.
Okay, right.
So I must admit, it was like a grieving process for me. I was sick, even though I knew I prayed for it. You know,
and you were making the money.
Yeah, that's
Put
right.
That out there.
I was making the money,
and you was making the money.
I was making the money.
Right. She wouldn't even leave with the money. That's what I'm saying. She already had the bags on bags on bags, and she still wanted to maintain the loyalty there because she felt that was what was required of you. And God said, "No, this is no longer required of you. You did your time."
Yeah.
Right. You did what needed to be done here. It moved you along. Right. Wow, that's powerful.
Yep.
That is powerful. That is powerful. So how long ago was that you made the switch over into full-time entrepreneurship?
I would say it's been, maybe that was in April of, was that last year? Or the year before? It was right before, I would say maybe a little over a year.
What?
Yeah.
Oh no, wait a minute. No, see, I'm confused now. So you're telling me, no, I don't believe this. Okay, wait. I'm confused. So are you telling me?
It has to be
How long have you had the trucking company and the call center?
3.5 years. Almost 4.
So you telling me you did that for 2 years? Everybody ain't able, right? That's why I am so thankful to know you, because the amount of strength and fortitude that it takes to do what you have been doing and to have finally freed yourself, even if it wasn't by choice, it was by prayer.
Yes.
You asked God to remove that from your life, and He did. He answered that prayer. But to know that you did it for 2 years with those multiple companies, I mean, how did you maintain it? What was the thing? Now, I know earlier you said that everything is to set the kids up for a better life. But if you are going to continue to watch this channel, you'll know that for me, I always look at things like, you know, everybody has their why. So what you explained to me earlier was your why. You do it for the kids, right? You do it for their future. And the why is the thing that I always tell people is more intangible. And it's not because it's unable to be achieved in the physical, but it's normally a future goal. Right. And it's normally something that's so far off, even though you may be seeing those wins throughout the process. So like you and your family are stable and living better than average lives. So you've accomplished that goal. But when we're talking about setting up the platform and ensuring that the children are set up for their lives, that's a future goal, and sometimes might even not be a goal that you can see fully through to fruition, depending on how long we have time here, right? What is your what? See, for me, I care about your what. What is the thing that every single day, when you are running these 700 businesses and doing all of these new projects, and not only that, but acting on your ideas in real time? Like, you are one of the only people I've ever met that will get an idea and execute immediately. It is amazing to me how much you get accomplished from idea to fruition, and it inspires me so much. I tell you that all the time. Like, I am at a point in my life where when I try to get lazy I say, what would Kim do?
Oh my God.
Because, honey, Kim don't, and it's not that she doesn't rest. It's not that she doesn't rest because she travels.
Yeah, I like to travel.
A lot,
yes,
okay? Catch her on a beach somewhere, okay? So she definitely earns her breaks and her rest. What is your what? What is the thing that keeps you in the daytime when you wake up and the kids today need 6 different meals, or they want to go to these different practices, and you have all these responsibilities, and you have the nonprofit, and you have this book in the works, and this play being formed, and these ideas being shaped? What is the thing that makes you say this is worth it each day?
Because everything that I do, I love to do. I love to do it. Yes,
that's
I do.
So sweet.
And
that's good.
And
I
would do it even if I wasn't paid.
Really?
Because I love to do. I'm very passionate about everything that I do. Especially the writing, the nonprofit, which is formed with my partner. I love the writing. I love the books. The call center, I think I'm passionate about it because I've been in it for so long, and I want to help those people. And then I care about the people. Like, I care about the people that I'm attached to. One of the goals I'm still working on is to make sure that I want to be that person that's able to pay good paying supply good paying jobs to our people.
Yes, absolutely.
Good pay. I mean, I'm not talking about, you hear about the jobs being created, but they're minimum wage jobs. You still got to work 2, 3, 4 jobs to even maintain. No,
right.
I want.
Right. You want to provide people an income that can sustain a real life.
Yes.
And that they can earn enough at that job to be able to. Yet, you don't do that yourself. I'm just saying. It's just like, I mean, and it's like, it's not, we know, based on what you just said. First of all, the love piece, love is everything to me. I think everything is just love. It just has to be. It's like, what else is it to live for but love, right? In all things, in all ways, all days, right? So I just find that to be beautiful. And I appreciate you sharing that, because I just didn't expect you to say that. I didn't.
What did you expect me to say?
I don't know. I'm not going to guess. But what I will say is, it was good, and I'm happy that you shared it with me and the audience, because it's really dope. Like, that is dope. Like, you really love it. Mm-hmm. At the same time, it's like the amount of work you put in. Do you have a deadline?
I have a deadline for everything. Any idea that I act on, I put a deadline to it. Even if it's a mental deadline or something written, I do.
No, I know that. Oh no, we wasn't. That's not. See what I'm saying? You can't even get her to. She heard what I said. She don't want to. That's not what we talking about. We know you put a deadline. A goal is a vision in action with a deadline.
That's right.
Okay, so we got that. We know you accomplishes goals. Okay, we not even going to, no doubt about that. I'm talking about a deadline to stop doing all of the things.
2028.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to check back in with you. We certainly going to check back in with you.
2028 to be not to slow down.
Okay, to slow down.
That's my year to slow down and enjoy all things.
Okay. And you have worked really hard to get yourself to this position. So, I mean, it's absolutely amazing. Please tell people about your books. And then also, is the call center hiring?
Yes, we are. Only part-time at the moment. We are hiring part-time. Work from Home Dreams, www.workfromhomedreams.com.
Yes.
I have, you said books.
Yes, it's multiple, right?
Yes.
It is. I know it is. I be listening. I be reposting it. No, you lying. Rude. Just rude.
I know you.
For real, just rude. This is call my phone. No, you did not. No, I always answer the phone. That was a spam risk. Okay, come on. So tell us some more about it.
So, Embracing Harmony in Single Parenthood and Blended Families, that is the first book that Tiara was talking about, where I told her I would finish.
Yes. She literally wrote it in like 24 hours.
Yes.
Here's the thing, though. This is the biggest thing.
Not
I just want to
24 hours. It was.
All right, 48. It was 48 hours. But what I'm saying is that I do not. I say that, and I joke, and me and her joke. Obviously, you can tell that we're friendly. We're friends. The thing about it is that even though she might be writing these books in 24 hours or whatever, this information is informed and in her and researched so thoroughly that it's really just the difference between having the information and sitting down and compiling it to put out to us as the consumers. So it's not like she just think it up and then make it up. This is stuff that I know for a fact this young lady researches extensively, that she does her research. One thing about her, I specialize in knowing things, right? You know that. So I know a lot about a lot of things. Kim, on the other hand, she knows a lot about a lot of things. And if it's something that she's getting into, the amount of research and due diligence that she does as a math whiz, because now it makes more sense to me, right? It makes more sense the way you move, because it's almost as if you move like geometry, right? You move like you're always moving the pieces together in your mind to create these beautiful pictures that seem to be your life.
I am a strategize.
I understand. Me too. But I see it in a different way. So that's why it's so good to have friends that complement your personality, because I also consider myself.
Yes.
However, with you, the execution is so flawless and something that I so much admire. And
thank you.
You are so welcome. And for you to say that all that is based in love and love for it, and really a true desire to be able to not only tap out when you get ready, but that each time, not only did you trust yourself, you actually prepared extremely well to be able to take the shifts and dips of everything, right? It's like you just always seem cool as cucumber. And I just love that about you. You know what I'm saying?
Good.
And it's like, no, that's good. That is good. But I believe that a lot of that has to do with the extensive pre-planning you do before entering into circumstances, into decisions, into businesses, into anything.
And my partner. Okay. I leave him out.
Okay.
He probably he hears it all.
Okay. Well, see, that's something to tell us. So having a good partner, how much has that increased your desire to be, do, and have more? And not because you didn't have it in you, but having someone that compliments you so well. Because I tell her all the time how much I love their relationship, how I love how you guys interact. And most importantly, what I love is the way he looks at you.
Oh,
when you not looking.
Yeah,
when you not looking, he just look like he look like Pooh Bear. He just be looking at, and you a honey, and you is a honey girl. That's how he look at you. So I love that. So how much of having a partner that sows into your dreams and gives you the space to work, because you work from home.
Yes.
That gives you the space to work from home, partnership in a partnership way, because that's the thing that I see so much about you guys, is that there's not necessarily a give and take needed, because you guys are kind of in your flow. You flow, right?
Yep.
So
we bounce off each other.
How does that lift you up?
I think I know that having him and knowing that he supports me and have my back has allowed me to expand. So he is the reason why, because and because he is a business owner himself. He's a business owner, so he understands my mind. Let me say that. He understands my mind, but he also helps me shut down, because my mind is always turning. He can say, "Okay, babe, now it's time to stop. Put the laptop down," or can we just gonna take a day, or we're gonna take this trip and we're not talking about work. So he knows how to shut me off and cut it off,
Thank
because
God
I would
somebody
keep
can.
going. I would
Yes.
keep going. I would keep going. And it's also good that when I have ideas, he just fully support. I'm so happy that I have a team that supports my ideas.
Yes.
And I can tell them, hey, I want this, and we just flow together.
Right. And do you feel that just naturally? Do you feel that just naturally came about by your actions, not so much with your partner, because that is,
Right.
you guys are the glue that stick things together. But I'm saying concerning your team, right? Like, do you feel that that's something natural? Do you feel that it's something, a precedent that has been set by your work ethic? What do you think that makes your team so readily able to drop everything and shift and pivot as you choose, knowing confidently that you're leading them in the right direction?
I think it's 100% my work ethic. Because they see me do it. And they it's almost like they don't want me to work more than I have to. And so they step up. And so even now with the nonprofit, like with our board, one of the board members said we have to jump in and help, because not I'm gonna do it anyway.
Right.
we gotta step up and be a part of it.
Right.
So I think it's my work ethic and maybe my personality. I don't know.
Yeah, because you're really kind and really calm, but you also know don't play with you.
Yeah.
I mean, you really come across like in this when your employees and your family and the people that watch, they will see, and knowing you, know that you are a fun-loving personality, that you enjoy relaxing, you enjoy chilling. However, the you I originally met.
Okay.
Because we were more in a professional setting.
Right.
We were more in a professional setting. Women who lead, shout out. We
yes,
are women who lead, okay? And you figure that in meeting you in that setting, you do have a strong leadership aura, as well as, very similarly, people know not to play with you, and it's not because you're mean. It's not because you're going to raise your voice.
Right.
It's real leadership. It's real strength. Like you are, to me, a definition of what a leader looks like, because you're willing to jump in with the team and mop the floors and sweep the windows, or just metaphorically, you're willing to do the scrub work with the team, right? But you're also able to sit on the throne and dictate, and they will do it knowing that at any time you'll get right down there in the trenches with them.
Right.
And that, to me, is a definition of a real leader. Just the way you behave and the way you treat people, always with kindness, always with love, and most importantly with respect that is deserved, right? Because I've seen both sides of that. Not in my own experience, just as colleagues and stuff. I know she's not nobody to be playing with, okay? At the same time, I admire it greatly. I thank you so much for coming on the Flawless Living Made Simple show. Now, if there's one last thing that you can impart to the watchers and or listeners, okay, that you'd like to leave people with as it relates to having a winning mindset, because you, my dear, if nothing, are 100% a winner. And we know that winners stay winning, okay? What that means is that no matter what, even in failure, if you're a winner, it's repeatable. Once you believe inside yourself, because you are who you tell yourself you are, right? So no matter what, you keep winning. You just keep going. The keep winning is the never giving up. Is the relentlessness that it takes to achieve the goals in which you intend, right? So, friend, tell us, what is your last thought?
I would definitely say take care of you. You come first. You can't do anything if you're not whole internally, because it reflects in everything that you do. And I will also say, don't overthink it. Just do it. Just do it. If it's lingering in your mind, you just need to act on it. Sometimes we overthink and we talk ourselves out of the things that where we should be. So don't overthink it. Just do it, because that's what I do.
And she's a winner, okay? Well, Kimberly Powell, my good friend, all her information is going to be linked below. her book. If, like I said, if you're interested in being a co-author, if you're looking for a part-time online gig that will pay you very good money for doing very good work, this lady, she got the businesses, she got the connections, and she can help you to actually. Why are you looking at me like that? You do got connections. Look, she got connections. Don't be telling nobody that. Oh no, she got connections that can help you to get where you are looking to be. Okay, as well, the nonprofit 757 We Care. I was about to close it, but no. Please tell us about 757.
Okay, 757 We Care.
Yes,
our baby. 757 We Care is a nonprofit, like she said, that services the entire Hampton Roads. All of our programs are on empowering youth and young adults. We have the Mentorship program that we just kicked off. That also includes theater arts. We focus heavily on self-love and confidence. It also has a STEM program that's within it. We're also implementing a children's book program for children that become authors.
Yay.
Entrepreneurship program 16 to 23 that will start late in November. Yeah, we just rocking and rolling in 757 We Care.
Yes.
Our play.
Yes.
Well, it's called
a season of confidence. See, I got it. Look at me, I'm on it.
We'll be on November 9th. Tickets are on sale on Eventbrite. Come out and see these youth. They are working hard. They work so hard.
Yes, and I could not miss the opportunity. I almost closed us out without talking about the nonprofit, knowing how much it is such a just something that fills your heart up, right? And I just love the program. My middle daughter is actually a part of the program in the theater arts section, as well as just coming and being a part, and she will be a part of the STEM program as well.
Okay.
So yes, girl, she's gonna be a part of that STEM program. She needs something to do, y'all. So we gonna put her in the STEM program too. But this organization is an organization I greatly support. I see the work in action. I'm so blessed to know you, to see the work that both you and your partner are doing for 757 We Care, but also just all the things that you individually do. And we just appreciate you joining us here on the show today. I mean, it's a lot of calls coming through. So we're going to go ahead and hop off, okay? Please like and subscribe. You will be seeing episodes. My goal, you guys, is to put out an episode a minimum of once per week on Thursdays. However, the intention is to truly put out episodes every Tuesday and Thursday. So I'm not sure when you're going to be seeing this episode. Please like and subscribe so that then you can see when the next episode comes out, because I'm committed to keeping this show going with those that I greatly admire, that have winning mindsets, and that can also, I hope, sow something into you on your journey to help you to know that all you got to do is just keep going. Okay? Thank you so much. I'm Tiara Walker Holloway, and this is Flawless Living Made Simple. See you later.